Hi, Marlon. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Welcome, welcome, my brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How has your day been so far? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How has your day been so far? Okay, okay. Just take it easy, my brother. Just take it easy. I watched your videos this morning. Hi, PS5 guy. PS5 guy. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Levy Clark. Hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, PS5. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome, welcome. Randingo's lifestyle. Pedro. Hi, welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, one and all. To Randingo's lifestyle. Where life takes you on a daily basis. Welcome, everyone. So, guys, you all see the topic for today? Did anyone see the topic for today? Hi, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 one and all. Guys, did anyone see the topic? ID and family blessings. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The and family saying blessings to everyone. Much love. Did anyone see the topic for today? No. Oh, uh, all right. So the topic for today: should should a disabled person date someone who is also disabled? Is it better for a disabled person to date someone who is also disabled rather than dating somebody who is able-bodied? Would it be better for someone with a disability to date someone who has a has a disability? Can you hear me? Hello, Alexi. Hi, Let's Talk TV 58. Bless up, my sister. Bless up. Can you see the topic or no? Can anyone see the topic, guys? Okay, my name is Randingo's Lifestyle. Randingo's Lifestyle. Luke, welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, okay, okay. Yes, Randingo's Lifestyle. Right. So the topic is, do you think it's better for a disabled person to date someone who also has a disability rather than dating somebody who's able-bodied? Anyone know the reason why I asked that question? Because most of the time it seems like it's it's easier for it's harder for a disabled person to date somebody who's able-bodied. A lot of the times, or most of the times, disabled persons face a lot of critique from able-bodied persons. Hence the reason I asked the question, would it be better for somebody who is disabled to date somebody who is also disabled? Luke is saying big up to everyone. Yeah, man, big up Luke. Are you hearing me clearly? You don't think so? Why? I'm speaking from experience out in the wider world and based on what I see. So I want to hear from you guys. Would it be better for someone with a disability to date someone who is also or who also has a disability just because they can get a nursing aid that can help them? But a lot of times able-bodied persons are not welcoming to persons with disability. So how are we going to get that opportunity to date someone who is able-bodied? I'm talking about vice versa now, whether it's male or female. TD say just because they can get a nurse aid that can help them, but not all the time it really works out that way. Luke says, I don't see a problem with it as long as you both love each other. It can work. That is it. But as long as you love, long as you both love each other, it can work. What do you say, Luke? A disabled person should date someone with also has a disability? Please clarify your answer for me. Are you referring to somebody, a disabled person's dating another disabled person? Well, I don't know for other countries, but here in Jamaica, we have a lot of backlash, as they would say, regarding those things. We face a lot of discrimination here in Jamaica as persons with disabilities. It's more it's more like for your assets rather than being true love. Sideways. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go back. So Luke says it doesn't matter who is disabled, the relationship in the relationship, as long as you care and love each other. That's the way we should, but that's not the way it's going. Let them talk. It doesn't matter. People go and talk. If you do good, people will matter. That's true. That's true, TD. Anyway you take it, they're gonna talk. That's true. Oh, you need me to turn my camera? Is it better now, Luke? Is the camera better now, Luke? Luke said, no, hold on, I had stay. Is it better? Okay, thanks much. Okay, thanks much. Okay, that's it. So yes, the topic now. Okay, Andrea, thank you. Yes, so I've been asking the question: is it better? But would you? Thank you, Andrea. Would you agree with me that as much as we all as disabled persons as disabled persons face a lot of criticism and backlash here, do you know that we all become disabled at some point of our life? No matter who we are, at some point we all become disabled. Thank you, Andrea. That's right. We all have a disability. Not all disability is physical. But one of the issues I realize, especially here in Jamaica, how how much of us or how much can we detect disabilities and the different types of disabilities? I think that's where we have a problem. not much of us can really detect or realize when a person has a disability. And I'm seeing where it's really a big problem. Right. Unless they share it with you, you cannot know. And you would not know. Well, Luke, uh, that during my younger years, even into my teen, I used to focus a lot on that, and I used to give much attention. But as time goes by, I tell myself not. I'm grown out of that now. I no longer pay that no mind anymore. If you say I'm black, I'm black, and if you say I'm white, I'm white. I ain't. I just don't pay people any mind anymore. Because what I realize, there are a lot of attention seekers here, and when you feed them, they get energy. So hence, I have no time for them anymore. That is it. That is it, Andrea. That is it. It's tough. It's tough. If you're not from a certain background, you're not looked up to, and you're not giving the attention that you need. And it's even worse coming from the government end. The leaders of the country doesn't make any much um they don't care, they don't make a difference. The funny thing about I see about here is that if being disabled and have a disability, no one shows you any regards. But the moment you try to uplift yourself, fight for yourself and uplift yourself, that's the time everybody runs in. Even the government runs in, and they want everything from you. They try to dig everything out of you. But nobody knows when you were down on your face, trying to fight the fight, knowing that you have a disability. Do you imagine living in a country with a disability? And it's like you're living in the world, but you're living in the country by yourself. Nobody knows about you. And it's not like you're not out there, but nobody pays you any mind. 'Cause, Currently I'm alone, Andrea, but really, it's me and my dad that lives. But my dad travels on farm work. He travels on farm work to Canada. So he just went back. Yeah, man. Um, it was both my mom and my dad, but my mom passed a year and couple months now. My mom battled breast cancer for basically 4 years, and she passed in 2023. Yeah, man. Only election time. Only election time. Andrea, you could I have a video on my channel that you could watch telling my story, I think. As well as you could go over to Let's Talk TV 58. I did an interview over there. You could go over there and you could see, you hear a part of my story. Well, I think the both sides is out now. Yeah, man. Yeah, Let's Talk TV. Let's Talk TV 58. There's a number at the end. Let's Talk TV 58. Well, I don't know. You would try, maybe you not try. It's very, very. I don't want. I don't, all right. Hear what? Go over and watch it for me, and then give me your reply. No, no, no. Dian family. Here is it now where I stand, because coming up with a disability like this, I used to have, well, my dad travels. I grew up knowing my dad traveling. He's the breadwinner for the family, really. But so he has to travel. He goes away every year for 8 months. So he spends 8 months in Canada. So all those times, it would be me, my three sisters, and mom. It would be me, my three sisters, and my mom. But after facing, after in my mom After I faced all my trials and came back, I was working. Now, my mom used to be at home, and in 2019, she fell ill. When we realized she came down with breast cancer, and from then and there, she didn't recover. She even went on chemo, being back and forth to the doctors, and it was just 2023 November. She said, "Hey, I'm not staying here no more." So now, not having mom by my side anymore, I know how to rethink of taking on all the road by myself. Yes, I get a lot of family support. Yeah. My sisters check for me on a regular basis. They're not living at the home with me. They are all big people. Live on their own, but they all check on me. There's one not living too far from me, which I see her every day. But the others will just call and check on me. And I have an aunt who live not too far from me. Just another throwing stove from me. But I'm all in this house by myself now. I had the, the, the privilege of my mom taking care of me all through my sickness. And then I came up to a point where I think, oh, I'm gonna see what I can do to give back to my mom for all these years and all that she has done for me. Only to find out that she also took sick, and then I had to be her caregiver. Is what I had to do because it was only me and mom living. My sisters would jump in, but of course, it after she took sick, I had to quit my job because not it wouldn't be wise to leave her alone in the house. So I decided to quit my job, come home, and be by her side. Yeah, we have to place our mind in the right direction. That's what I try to do. Keep focus. Yeah, mental health. That's one of the things I'm working on, really working on, because there are times when I sit down and I realize I'm heading into some place. You see, one of the things I'm fighting to not get myself in is depression. Depression is heading my way, and I'm trying my best not to pick it up. Because after mom passed, I went back to work. And then it was since January of this year, I got laid off. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to go through and to deal with, especially with my mom. She was basically everything to me, right? Hi, my brother. Yes, I'm here, my brother. Yeah, man, one day at a time. Yeah. Okay. Okay, my brother. Okay. Okay, my brother. Hmm. So my life has been from one stage to the other stage, one stage to the other stage. So I've been forced to decide, to make a decision at all times, or have a plan at all times. Well, D and family, basically I do everything on my own. I basically do everything. That's great. I do everything on my own. That's one of the things I always say to mom. I want to try and do something for myself because the day is going to come when there's no mom, there's no dad. Yeah, man. That's time. Just time those things. As time goes by, we all will have something. As the Bible rightly says, if your faith is small as a mustard seed, you can move mountain. Yeah, that is it. Just have a little faith. You all will go places. Yes, brother. Um, one thing mom always told me that man not dead, no call him dopey. Once there's life, there's hopes. Right. Yes, the end family. Yes, the end family. Yeah. And for the time being, I do some of that. I try to do things around the home. I sometimes I walk out on the road and just to catch a fresh air. And one of the things I wish I had a mobile, meaning I wish I had a drive, because touring is one of the things I love. Meeting new people, going new places, and one of the things I realize is that it helps me, because when you sit having nothing to do, or even if you have something to do, something when you're in one place for too long, you tend to consider. And consideration leads to depression. And depression leads to, we all know where. You understand? So I try to keep myself active and focused. Yeah, yeah. When I get the chance and I can go out on the road, I go out on the road and I try to interact, although there's not much to interact with because you meet up so many different type of people, different with different ideas and different, you know. So may look at you at a different in a different way, but I try to not don't give those people any attention. I go out and try to flush my mind, flush my brain. Or I would just turn on the radio and play some music. As they say, music is the healing of the nation. Yeah. Don't worry, one day you will have some videos. Just keep the faith, never give up. I remember when I was working, I was heading to work one morning and I got a drive with this guy. Young guy, younger than me. He was driving this car. Sorry, yeah, he was driving, he was running taxi. And out of the blues, he said to me, my brother, you know why I'm out here today? You know why I'm out here? I know this is a younger youth than me, a younger guy trying to make ends meet. So he said, you know why I'm out here? I'm out here because of you. And I said, really? He said, yes, it's because of you while I'm out here. Because when I see your condition and what you're facing, I said, no, I can go out there too. And he's able bodied. He said it's because of me why he's out there. I'll surely do, my brother. I surely do. I'll surely do that, Marlon. Yeah, man. The end family gospel. Yeah, man. Gospel. I grew up in a Christian home. My mom was a gospel trained. Yeah. Yeah, man. Everyone. Yeah, everyone wants me to write a book. It's not the first time hearing it, you know. People tell me a lot that based on my story, I should put out a book. Yeah. The other day, I have this friend. He's older than me, but we haven't seen each other in years. He lives in Canada. No, this friend, I met him when I was in primary school. This guy came down, and how we met up was he just came down to visit his family, and he just came to the school because I was at school. He just came to the school and asked for me, and teachers told him where I was, and we got to meet up. But for years, I haven't heard from him. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard nothing from him. And just the other day, he phoned me on Facebook, and we were talking, and he was so happy to meet me after all these years again. And I've been telling what's happening and telling that I'm working and so. He was much taken back that I was working. He said, "You are working? I think you're at home and somebody takes care of you." I said, "No, bro. Nobody takes care of me. I'm outside working." Yeah. He was so surprised to hear when I said, "I'm at work." Yeah. Very active. Mm. I try everything to keep myself active just to prevent depression and frustration and consideration, and so I get myself up and grooving. Yes, brother. She's looking down. Yeah. You know what? It's even since it was just today my dad called and we were talking, and he said one of the things he said to me, he said, you know what I was gonna tell you? I said I was gonna tell you to buy a rose and bring it and put it on mom's grave. And I said, "Dad, that's what I've been thinking about all week. I'm gonna go to church on Sunday. I'm gonna buy that rose and I'm gonna go to church on Sunday and I'm gonna place it on my mom's grave." One of the things she told me before, because I was very, very close. I was the closest one to mom. Before she passed, one thing she tell me, and I will never forget it, and I tell myself I will make that pledge. Two pledge that I had in mind, and I went ahead and did one before. One of the pledge that I did was to got baptized before my mom passed. And after my ordeal in 2018, 2019, I got baptized. The next thing she told me that, and got in baptized, she told me that make sure you walk in the right path. Make sure you stay in church and walk in the right path. Because I'm looking out to see you on the other side. When the time is here, Make sure you meet me in heaven. Make sure at the right place at the right time. And I said, yes, mom, I will remain in church and I'm prepared to meet you when the time comes in heaven. Right. I made those pledges to my mom. I got baptized. And I'm in my church. Yeah. Yeah. My mom will never leave me, man. Never leave me. You know, before she passed, even if my sisters sometimes it's like they would get jealous because they would come by and every call she called, she would call her son, her one son. Because I was the only boy too, that makes it even worse. Yeah. Yes, guys, that is it. And my dad is the same thing. My dad, for the little time he was home, he's so stressed and he's not taking mom passing so easy until now. Yeah. So I was there for mom, so I got to be there for dad also now. I'm like people tell me I'm blessed because standing here to hold the faith so much with mom and now dad. Yeah. No, I'm here for a purpose. Right. That's also one of the things I tell myself. The many trials I've been through, I'm here for a purpose. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, brother, take care. Man, take care. Bye, brother, take care. So guys, I don't think I'm gonna stay with you much long this evening because my uncle is here to visit. So I'm gonna see what he needs. Yeah. I have an uncle not living too far from me. He's here, so I'm gonna leave you for today. Thank you for coming. Yeah, man. Good night, good night. Thanks for coming, all. Thanks for coming. See you. See you in the next one. Bye, 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 everyone. Blessings, 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 my family. You are now the extension of my family. Yeah, man. Take care, everyone. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good day, good morning. Good night, good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night. See you in the next one. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. Bye, Luke. Bye. Yeah, man. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. Just remember Randingo's lifestyle. Just remember that whenever you pray, just remember Randingo in your prayers, please. Randingo. That is it. That is it, Luke. That is it. So, bye, everyone.